Hey guys, it's Steve. So welcome back to another weekly Grill Dome video. So today I'm going to show you how easy it is to bake a lasagna on the Grill Dome. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and start getting our ground beef nice and brown. I've got 2 pounds here just because I'm actually going to be making a double batch, but this recipe really only calls just for 1 pound. All right, and while our meat is browning, we're just going to also add some crushed black pepper, for a little bit of seasoning here, some sea salt, and a dash of garlic powder. And that's all we're going to do for the seasoning. Okay, so our meat has been browning for right around 5-6 minutes. I went ahead and drained all the fat off of this, and then you're just going to take whatever is your favorite tomato sauce, and you're going to use about 1 whole can of that, and we're just going to stir that in and let this simmer just for a few minutes, and then we'll go ahead and pull this off the heat, and it'll be time to build our lasagna out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start building out our lasagna here. To make this recipe really easy, what I like to do is use these no-boil oven-ready lasagna noodles. It just makes the recipe so much easier. So you can find these pretty much at any store. So you can kind of experiment with how you layer out your lasagna. What I like to do is just take a little bit of your tomato sauce and just kind of spread this out on the bottom. Okay, and now I'm going to take 3 of our no-boil noodles and just place them down in the bottom of the pan just like that. And then now we're going to take some of our ricotta cheese, and you just want a thin layer, and you just kind of smooth this out. Okay, so just like that. Again, there's no real exact science to this. You just want to get it nice and kind of spread out. Okay, and now we're going to take some of our meat and sauce that we've prepared. A little thin layer, same thing, just spread that out. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to take some aromatics and mix in at this layer. I've got some fresh basil that I've chopped up. And then I'm going to take some oregano. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some sliced mozzarella cheese and add on top of there. All right, at this point we're going to add another layer of the noodles right on top, and we're going to add some more ricotta cheese on top of the noodles here. All right, and then lastly we're going to add some more of the meat sauce. Okay, so at this point this is ready for the Grill Dome. Just before this is done baking on the Grill Dome, we will add some shredded mozzarella to the top of this. So we'll pick back up outside. Okay guys, so let me go ahead and show you how I had the Grill Dome set up here. I've got the indirect cooking rack with the ceramic stone sitting down below, acting as a heat diverter. This is an indirect cook for this lasagna. And then I've got the main cooking rack, and then I've got the extender rack sitting on top of the main cooking rack. So I've got the Grill Dome preheated to about 375. We're just going to set our lasagna right on top, and I'm going to check this in 45 minutes. It's going to take between 45 minutes to an hour. Now keep in mind, I did a double layer, so if you were to build this out, to 3 layers high, it just is going to add another 15 minutes or so to your cook time. So we're going to go ahead and get the lid shut and let the Grill Dome do its thing. All right guys, so I just checked this. It's been 30 minutes, and the lasagna is looking like it's getting close to being done. So what we're going to do now is I've got some shredded mozzarella cheese that we're just going to sprinkle all over the top. And then the idea here is just to let this get nice and melted and bubbly. Now, if you need to have that kind of golden brown finish on top, you would have to broil this in the oven, but there's no point in doing that when you've got your Grill Dome fired up out here. So we're just going to go ahead and let this get nice and melted and bubbly. We will have a little bit of browning that'll happen, not quite as much as if you broiled, but that's really a non-issue to me as far as I'm concerned. So Got it nice and covered just like that, and we'll go ahead and get the lid shut. All right guys, it has been another 15 minutes. You can see how nice this cheese has melted. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this and set this inside and let it cool down for about 15 minutes, and then we'll slice into it and have a taste. All right guys, so we let our lasagna rest about 15 minutes. You can see how amazing this came out. And I'm gonna go ahead and dig into this. Check that out. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Wow, that is so good. If you have never cooked a lasagna, baked a lasagna on a ceramic Kamado, you have to do that. You have that nice flavor from the charcoal. It just goes so well with the cheese and the meat and the noodles. So fairly straightforward recipe here for this lasagna. You know, prep time is probably about 15 minutes, cook time, rest time about an hour after that. So make a nice large batch so you have plenty of leftovers. So appreciate you guys watching. Keep in mind, we have new recipes featured on our newsletter that I've got in the video description, and promotions as well. And follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again soon.